the 2D. I love the 2D top-down Zeldas more than I do the 3D ones. So here's our first bottle. We need the bottles to hold items like fairies, potions, and all that crazy stuff in bottles. And there's another bottle guy up here too. I think he needs like I think he wants 100 rupees for a bottle, but I don't think I have enough, so we'll just come back. Yeah, I don't have 100 rupees yet, so now we're gonna go get the bug catching net. See, where is the bug catching guy? I think he's in this house. Yep. And we have the bug catching net. In terms of the new Zelda game, I know no one has really asked me that question yet. They said they want to do open world unlike other open world games, so it won't be like Elder Scrollish or anything like that. So I want to see how they actually kind of reinvent the wheel with the open world. So guys, this is the reason why I love Links to the Past. This is the overworld right here. This is basically the game. And so when I was like, I think I played this when I was like 9 years old or something, and this actually blew me away because this game has so much mystery around it. I mean, you have like your graveyard, your mountain, your caves, your lakes. Yeah, I mean, you had literally a whole world to explore. So, you know, it's like, you know, like when you're a kid, like your imagination goes places, and like you want to just keep exploring. You want to basically discover all the caves. You want to discover all the secrets the game can hold, because you know, like you're used to kind of just games, kind of just, I wouldn't say holding your hand, but like a straight shot, like a very linear game. But Zelda games have always been like really open. I suck. Sorry guys, Octo Rocks have always been like my downfall. But yeah, so and then so like here's an example. Like this looks like an ordinary shrub, right? But let's cut it open and it's a cave inside. So this is basically what Zelda's about. It's about secrets. It's about finding things that don't seem too so ordinary. And when it comes to like the 3D Zelda games, I feel as though the 3D Zelda games kind of missed that mark a bit because they kind of like they don't have a whole lot of space to actually put all these secrets and stuff in. So like for example, Ocarina of Time is a fantastic game. However, it doesn't really have a whole lot of secret caves and stuff in it. You know, it's more like, I mean, you have things like the grottos that you can find, that kind of thing. And granted, it was their first 3D Zelda game, but it felt. I mean, if you look at Hyrule Field, it looks really empty. Alright, so we're going to enter our first dungeon, which is the Eastern Palace. And Eastern Palace, basically, if you played Link to the Past before, is the very first dungeon. And it also came back in Link Between Worlds too. And it's basically everyone's first dungeon. So if you guys have any more questions or comments, so we can keep the conversation going, you know, just feel free to leave a comment in the chat box, and I'll chat it up with you. It's a relatively really easy dungeon. Both of those are dead ends. So yeah, just if you have a Twitch account, you know, feel free to follow me. If you have a YouTube account, you can subscribe to me at youtube.com/Trancetronics. And, you know, I'll be making more of these videos in the future, or these streams in the future. So we have the dungeon map. I basically know this dungeon by the back of my hand, but I still, as a collector type of guy, I like to collect all the key items. So that's like the dungeon map, the compass, and of course the big key. So the Starfoes disappeared, so we're just going to wipe them out real quick. So who here has seen Egoraptor's sequelitis when he actually compared Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past? Well, basically, he actually just kind of compared the two games, and one of his gripes about 3D Zeldas was the space that comes with it. And basically, when you fight in 3D Zelda games, it's more personal because you can only lock onto like one enemy at once. Whereas in like these 2D top-down Zelda games, you don't really have a lock-on feature, and you can basically just kill whatever you want to kill, however you see it. So that's the big key. So now we're going to actually take that big key and open up the big chests in the main hallway if I don't get hit by these bubbles. Well, he was working on Sequelitis for like the longest time. I think like a good year or so. So in the big chest we have the bow. These things are instantly weak against oh god, leave me alone. The coolest part about fighting these guys, the statue guys in Link Between Worlds, is that they actually illuminate the room with their eye. That was pretty cool. And that's the graphical touch. This is kind of like a risky room here. There's just a bunch of rupees. Just avoid the bubbles, you're fine. So we want to just kill the statues here. Like I said, they're really weak against bows and arrows, and also against pots for some reason. So we hit the switch, we want to go to the door. The switch is actually at the top left. And we're going to go to this door. Oh, jeez. And then we're going to enter the boss chamber. This is actually a really fun boss because I actually like to kill the Armos Knights with the bow and arrow. They give you a crap load of arrows, so you really can't run out here. Just want to just grab everything in the pots. Here we go. This is the boss. Really easy boss. Just shoot him with your crossbow. You're good. They take double damage if you actually use the bow and arrow, I believe. I love that sound. I was so happy when it came back in Link Between Worlds. I was like, yes!